Alrighty guys, and welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today is the weekly Star Wars recap for September 22nd, 2025, which, once again, it's been over a month. I have actually recorded a weekly Star Wars recap a few weeks ago, mainly talking about that Starfighter news. So I'm going to keep probably some of those parts I recorded for that one in this one. I just didn't have the time to actually edit the video, so if there's some things I say making it like it was a lot more recent than it actually is, that's the reason why. But yeah, so obviously the biggest news was that Starfighter started production, and since then there has been actually some more pictures released, so I'll kind of add that on to what I already had recorded weeks ago. But before I do get into that, there is new releases, which I'm just going to talk about the stuff that came out last week. There was Star Wars Issue 5, Boba Fett Black, White, and Red Issue 1, and Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past. I didn't read or watch any of that yet. In fact, the Lego Star Wars one, I didn't even watch the one from last year, the first season, so I will need to watch that. But coming out this week is Dr. Aphra Chaos Agent Issue 4, which comes out September 24th, 2025. But to jump into the news, which starting off with some movie news, as Lucasfilm announced that Star Wars Starfighter has started production with an image and full cast reveals, which we already know that Ryan Gosling will be the main star of the movie. They also confirmed that Matt Smith and Mia Goth will be in it, but they also revealed two other bigger names, with Amy Adams and Aaron Pierre joining the cast, which I don't know how big their roles will be in it. You know, they're both great, and I really love just that part of the cast alone. But then the rest of the cast includes Flynn Gray, Simon Bird, Jamal Westman, and Daniel Ings, which I haven't seen anything those four have been in. But they also released a black and white image of Ryan Gosling and Flynn Gray on set, as both of them are seemingly in costume, sitting on a speeder. So really not much to go off of, but I'd assume the story will revolve around Ryan Gosling's character and his relationship with this kid played by Gray. But that's just speculation. The only real details we know is that it's set 5 years after The Rise of Skywalker, and I assume there's something involving spaceships with the name Starfighter. But the movie will be directed by Sean Levy and written by Jonathan Tropper. And also later revealed on Twitter by Levy that Claudio Miranda will be the cinematographer for the film, which he did several movies with director Joseph Kosinski, like Top Gun Maverick, F1, Tron Legacy, and a couple of others. But he was also the cinematographer on Life of Pi, in the Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which he won an Oscar for Life of Pi and was nominated for Benjamin Button, which all those movies have great cinematography on them. So, you know, very excited on that front. And, you know, obviously the cast I really like. So there's a lot to like. I don't really care for Levy as a director, though. I really haven't loved any of his movies. Obviously, he's pretty much a journeyman studio director, so, you know, he's not really anything special. Hopefully, you know, he really locks in for this one. But the movie is set to release May 28th, 2027, so a little under 2 years away now. And, you know, looks pretty good that we'll get a new original Star Wars movie. Obviously next year we have The Mandalorian and Grogu, but that's kind of a continuation upon the Disney Plus series, so a little different. But like I said, to add a quick little add-on here, Sean Levy did release another picture of Gosling and Gray on set, which shows them out on the ocean. I'm not sure if it's like on a dock or on some sort of boat. Not really sure, but they're standing there on the ocean. So yeah, obviously really not that much to go off of. Other than that, it continues to seem like Gosling and Grey will have some sort of, relationship in the movie. But to move on to the Emmys, which happened recently, in Andor, Season 2 was nominated for several Emmys, and it won 5, 1 Primetime win, and 4 Creative Arts wins, which the Primetime win was for Outstanding Writing for the episode Welcome to the Rebellion, written by Dan Gilroy, and the Creative Arts Emmys were Outstanding Fantasy / Sci-Fi Costumes, Outstanding Production Design for a Narrative, Period, or Fantasy Program 1 hour or more, Outstanding Picture Editing for a Drama Series, and Outstanding Special Visual Effects in a Season or a Movie. That was a mouthful there, but it did lose out on Outstanding Drama Series to The Pit, which is fine. I really loved The Pit. I would say Andor and The Pit were my 2 favorite shows, what I've seen, what were nominated. So I'm fine with it. I really loved both shows, obviously for very different reasons, but obviously Andor I loved for obviously the writing and the bigger production design and all that, where The Pit was, a great, more, I guess, classic TV show, which those types of shows don't really, well, they still come out, but they're not really great anymore. So where The Pit was great, so I really loved The Pit, really loved Andor, and honestly, if Andor was going to lose, The Pit was a show I am fine with it winning on Drama Series. But obviously happy Andor won for writing, because that was really one of the biggest strengths of the show. So yeah, but I am still bummed Andor Season 2 didn't get any acting nominations outside of Forrest Whitaker for Best Guest Performance, but it is what it is. But to move on to some comic news, the November and December comics were revealed, or at least the Marvel ones were revealed. So I'm just going to dive into that, starting off with the November ones. Starting with Star Wars Issue 7, written by Alex Segura with art by Phil Noto, which will come out November 12th, 2025, which the description says, Revolution. Han, Luke, and Valance are caught in the crossfire as the Nagi uprising takes hold. A betrayal shakes the power structure of an entire sector, and a New Republic hero is stranded with nowhere to turn. And then Legacy of Vader Issue 10, written by Charles Soule with art by Luke Ross, which comes out November 5th, 2025, which the description says, Dark visions in the depths of Vader's castle. Kylo Ren goes on a quest through unseen caverns within Vader's castle. The young tyrant comes face to face with grotesque visions of his past. Can Kylo make his way out of the depths of darkness with his sanity intact? And then Jedi Knights Issue 9, written by Mark Guggenheim with art by Montebec Musabekov, which comes out November 19th, 2025, which the description says, The secret of Corellius Wrath is revealed. The mysterious Corellius Wrath has hunted Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn across the galaxy. Now learn the why in this first part of The Deadly Villain's Origin, guest starring the enigmatic Count Dooku. And then Han Solo Hunt for the Falcon Issue 3, written by Rodney Barnes with art by Raymond Rosanes, which comes out November 12th, 2025, which the description says, Grand Theft Falcon. Han and Chewie run into the dangerous Irving boys, but are they any match for the notorious brothers who stole the Falcon? In what nefarious deal is Gunrunner Duquesne cooking up with junk boss Unkar Plutt? Boba Fett Black, White, and Red Issue 3, written by Ethan Sachs with art by Juan Jose Rip, which comes out November 26, 2025, which the description says, Fett is out for revenge against the one bounty that's eluded him. A dangerous figure from the bounty hunter's past is back. And what is the connection to the mysterious Bomar monks? Featuring a no-holds-barred battle against the deadly Das Pure. I don't know. But to move on to the December comics, there was Star Wars Issue 8, written by Alex Segura, with art by Phil Noto, which comes out December 24th, 2025, which the description says, Secret Rebellion. As Luke and his friends join a powerful revolt against the Fienrail Consortium, the true villain takes control. A key character is kidnapped by the deadly Zentark gang. Rin and Valance go undercover in a desperate attempt to maintain the peace. Luke's quest to connect with his Jedi heritage is put to the test, as an ancient artifact might be the only key to victory. And then, Legacy of Vader, Issue 11, written by Charles Soule with art by Luke Ross, which comes out December 3rd, 2025, which the description says, Kylo Ren in the pits of Mustafar. As Vinay's unhinged plan comes together, Kylo Ren is put to the ultimate test. The Legacy of Vader comes full circle in physical form, as Kylo is forced to don his grandfather's helmet. Can Kylo survive the deadly depths of Vader's castle? And then Jedi Issue 10, written by Mark Guggenheim with art by Matvey Musabekov, which comes out December 17th, 2025, which the description says, The saga of Corellius Wrath concludes. Qui-Gon must finally confront Corellius Wrath and his memories. What secret lies in Qui-Gon's hidden past? And will Obi-Wan be able to help his master when it matters most? The great mystery of the fan favorite series revealed at last. And then Han Solo Hunt for the Falcon, Issue 4, written by Rodney Barnes with art by Raymond Rosanis, which comes out December 10th, 2025, which the description says, Jailbreak. Han and Chewie make a break from the prison of junk dealer Unkar Plutt, but they'll need to get past the Vorel Serpents if they want to live to see another day. All the while, Han's life with Leia, Ben, Chewie, and Lando hangs in the balance. And finally, Boba Fett Black, White, and Red Issue 4, written by Alyssa Wong with art by Sarah Pacelli, which comes out December 31st, 2025, which the description says, Boba Fett versus the Shadow of the Bree Frang. A murder in the Tarkin family puts Boba Fett on the hunt for a ruthless killer. Things get even more wild as bounty hunter Raslin Grace joins the fray. Will Boba get to the bottom of the murder, or will Raslin's violent ways stop him dead in his tracks? So yeah, that's it for all the comics. Weirdly enough, there is no Dr. Haffer issues for November and December, so wondering what's going on with that series. I assume we'll learn soon if it will be continuing or not. So yeah, but that's all the news for this week. Hopefully I can get back to doing this weekly. Just been a bit busy recently, so yeah, but hopefully soon I will get all the reviews I need to get out done, which is a lot. I'm very far behind on basically everything, so yeah, I'm just getting this one off here. I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Resistance is absurd.
It's a weapon. They're building a weapon. The monster will come for us all!
Revolution is not for the saying. You're right here, and you're ready to fight! There's a future here for those who dare.